Hi everybody, it is Tracy Weinzapfel here in my studio. So tonight you guys joined me for Mixed Media Monday, and it was kind of mixed media Ustream internet issues. And I wanted to kind of share what I did. There were like 6 videos. I can't combine them. So I decided the best way to do this was just kind of repaint it live for you. So I'm putting on my apron. So one of the things I showed off tonight was my newly painted apron. And I have been asked to kind of demonstrate how I did that. I did do it with fabric paints on a big old canvas, which was my apron. But Strathmore was nice enough to send me a bunch of these mixed media, 140-pound, 12 sheet, 11 by 14 vellum surface um, mixed media pads, and I absolutely loved it. I loved tonight. I had a really great time despite the issues, and this is what we painted. So I'm going to share photos of this, and I'm going to recreate this. And if I have to speed it up or what have you, I will. But I'm basically going to recreate what we did tonight, put it in video form so that you guys can have a video to see. So if you didn't make it through the whole video, you're going to be able to see me recreate this right now, live, I hope. I'm gonna move a few things around. Oops, hold on. Okay. So here we go. We're gonna start. Okay, I'm gonna change camera. Okay, so you're joining me live in my studio. This was the page that we created tonight, and basically this was done with these Deco Art colors. I'm going to use the same ones, and I'll tell you what they are. A number 6 round brush, which I love. 2 Sharpies, and Uniball Signo. So I can't guarantee that this same exact pattern is going to come out because I never doodle the same thing twice. But we're going to flip to a new page, and I love how thick these are. Pages are really thick. And I'm just going to start by doing what I did. In fact, I don't even really want to do the same thing, but I'm going to try. I'm using all Deco Out colors, yellow, green. This one is Irish Moss, and this one is Foliage Green. Good. I'm not a real... So all I did was start by doodling. I'm kind of just adding a couple of colors at the same time. Like I said, this will never turn out the same despite how I try. Thank you for everybody who joined me tonight. See, now I have to talk through this by myself, and it's not as much fun. But anyway, it is what it is. Okay. So, and like I said, I will probably not go crazy on this one. Oops. Okay. So then I came in and I added some leaves. I know I had a darker color. Sorry about that. I did have a darker color in here. And this one is light avocado. I knew I had a lighter, darker color. So basically, like I said, I almost want to look back and see what I did, but I'm not going to. And I... And this is all about the just letting it go part. I kind of had one of those days, so it was like no surprise when the internet and everything else decided to just go bloop bloop on me, and very frustrating. But I mean, not... I love that I have the ability to kind of recreate this, even though it's never going to look like I did about 5 minutes ago. Oops, that was not going to be a leaf, but that is a leaf now. All right, and then I'm going Okay. I think that's it. Okay. So then I came back in with two colors. See if I can hold that. Okay. And I won't really need to recreate all the quotes and everything, but I can do that too. So these colors were Vivid Violet and what's this other one? Royal Fuchsia. And with acrylics, I don't really, oh, what am I doing? Okay, concentrate on what you're doing. So this is just a doodle. I don't know what kind of flowers these are. Okay, it's weird not looking up and not seeing the chat because on Monday nights, I guess I can tell you about Monday nights. Monday nights are all about the chat and the activity and the hubbub, and I don't get to join in all that, but I certainly do get to look up and it's usually happening around me. So this is kind of weird for me, but so this is what went down tonight. This was okay. Oops, I do want to color those in. And these pads of paper, since they are wet media, will take to the wet media. Awesome. So they will take to water. I didn't use a ton of water. I'm just really, and I'm only rinsing my brush between colors. I don't even really care so much. I used two colors of red, Calico Red, and I used a little lighter one, which was True Red. I don't know if you can really tell the difference between the two, but I can, and so I came in and drew a couple of, oops, that's not a heart. It will be now. I love this vellum surface. It's a really smooth surface. I'm used to water. I use a lot of watercolor paper with the bumpy surface, and I loved this. I loved using my journaling pens on it. Okay. And again, this wasn't meant to be perfect, so. And I'm okay with the white space. I kind of learned to be okay with the white space today because I don't usually work with a lot of white space. So, and so this color is one of my favorites, cadmium yellow. And I'm going to come down here and add that. And then I came in with, cool, Tangelo orange. So really just the shape of this is changing a little bit, but other than that, pretty much like my. And with a number 6, round brush like this. Oh, okay, don't stick your hand back in that wet color. I'm trying to, if the less pressure you give it, the more control and you have a finer, oops. Okay, I guess flowers are not perfect. I'm used to working with a lot of watercolors, and at this point, if the top colors touched one another, I'd be going, oh no, they're running out together, but they're not running together, so. Okay. Oh. Oops, hold on. What is running together is, okay. And again, this is not meant to be perfect, so. I always find it kind of easier to outline what I'm working on first. and then go back in and color it. So that'll be behind there. And hopefully you're not just looking at the top of my head. Okay. I'm just going to try and kind of draw this right there. Okay. Good. Okay. What am I missing? What am I missing? Oh, I know what I'm missing. Something in there. Oh, I'm missing. Okay. I do need white space though, so I shouldn't go crazy. Okay. I think that's just about it. I'm just going to dry this, and I don't actually, because what's cool is I'm videoing this and can piece it together. You don't need to sit here while I dry it up. I'm going to dry it up, and I can be right back. I am going to put one more. Just one more flower up here. And again, I'm not perfectly coloring everything in. Good. Okay. So I'm just going to dry this off with my heat gun so that I can come back and do the doodling part and clean up my work surface, and I will be right back. Okay, we're back. I heat gunned the whole thing, just cleaned up my work surface a little bit. And what I'm going to do, it's kind of important, everything be dry. I made a little boo-boo. You guys can find it. So anyway, now I'm going to take my Sharpie and I'm going to go around. This is all I did in the first one was go around. And when I say go around, now what I usually do is I have a pad of paper right next, because sometimes the paint or the marker will kind of dig into the acrylic paint, so you want to kind of always make sure you're oops, sorry, I'm trying to not get my head in the way. Now, I love the vellum surface because it is so smooth, so easy to work with. So I'm just, and I notice in the lines, out of the lines, out of the lines. Okay, oops, okay. You know what you need to do? Make sure your paint is dry. Otherwise, you're going to have to go in and add another leaf to somewhere because you're sticking your elbow in it. Okay, that's kind of a general rule. So I'm sticking my not bad though. Thank God it's correctable. Okay, so I'm going to try and not stick. I'm trying to rush this video along because I didn't plan on doing this tonight, but that's okay. Happy to do it. Okay, so I gotta wait on that one. And the less perfect is fine. Here's the mistake I made right here. To add another heart because ding dongy me stuck my elbow in it trying to work so quickly. But that's okay. Everything is fixable. There are no mistakes. Okay. I like that leaf. And I kind of just make sure I don't go back over. And, okay. So if you guys are wondering why you're seeing a different, oh, okay, let's not stick our elbow back in the same paint splotch we just talked about 5 minutes ago. So like I said, tonight's video, because there were internet issues with Ustream and probably my internet, I've had to re-record this, which is not the end of the world. You can watch it quicker. And I can give you the abbreviated version of what happened tonight. Oops, I don't want to go do that yet. And thanks to everybody who stayed with me. I kind of get a little bummed when things don't run perfectly. I hope you're not looking at the top of just my head because my roots need to be redone. Okay, so did I get all the flowers? I'll hit this leaf in a minute. So now I'm going to take my bigger Sharpie and I'm just going to run it. Again, not perfect. I am very careful not to be perfect. Isn't it funny in life you're always trying to be perfect and then you're this. And again, I'm not a videographer, so we'll be lucky if anything makes it onto video tomorrow. I just thought it would be nice so that this was the premise behind my apron. People were asking me about the apron that I did, and this was my whole premise. It was just to let it go. I actually used several, I think I used very many of the similar colors here, and so, whoops, okay. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. And I don't care. I'm going to have 2 pages in this journal that are extremely similar. Whoops, don't want to do that. Okay. So now I'm just going to finish up. Okay. And then this one is pretty much dry enough that I can come, well, maybe not. Excuse me. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. Make sure you always keep your tips of your pen clean. Okay, so now I'm going to go, this is where the even less perfect, and that is just, it's like taking another thickness of pen. I find this very therapeutic and I absolutely love it. I guess that's why I didn't mind redoing this page so much because first off, because we were having the issues tonight, I kind of had to go with something that was very simple, and it didn't bother me to, it almost didn't bother me that things, you know, I was just able to freely create tonight. I'm always saying let it go. Whoops, I gotta go around this. Whoops. Okay. I think the more you add to it, kind of the better off you are. Again, don't be perfect. I don't know who is. Definitely not me. Nor do I want to be. It's a little too difficult to maintain that stature. Okay. I feel like this is like, in some regards, how Dr. Seuss created. Just started drawing characters of things. Okay, so that is the Sharpies. And again, I think I used, so this is a Uniball Signo. It's white and it's, you want to usually go slow. To use it, go slow, be purposeful. I use it upright. And for example, just to add dimension, kind of within the leaves, I will, whoops, like I said, go slow, and I'm sitting here going 100 miles an hour because that's the way I'm working. Okay, and the darker your leaf is, oops, the more it'll show up, so it's cool. All right. So I just kind of find the vein of the leaf. Hope you can see me while I'm working on it. So put some. So now I got to go in and edit this. We created this page in under an hour, and I'm hoping I can fast forward. Okay. And I won't do all the sayings I did tonight, but I will show you. Maybe I'll pick some new ones. We really got going on the sayings. I'm big about sayings. I really. Okay. So kind of get the idea here. Okay. And I did go around my flowers a couple times. Especially that ugly one. That was my boo-boo one. I spread the paint a little bit, so I kind of had to go in and, oops, I want my thicker one. Okay. I just made a boo-boo, so I went in and tried to. So you get the idea. Great thing is there really is no mistake. Okay. So this was the basis of the page, and that's pretty much done. And I did have this great saying that I started with, which I threw away. And it says, my beauty comes from having my own style, living my own way, and knowing my own mind. So that's where I started, and I will show you how I went about the journaling. I don't know if I can do that twice in one day, but let's see. So it says, and I'm going to try and not get my head in the way, but unfortunately when I'm writing, I all over the map. But here we go. My beauty comes from having my own style, living my own way, oops, and knowing my own mind, and losing my own mind. Oh, I better not say that. Knowing my own. I love how I thought I would never be able to fit this in again, and I did. Okay, so then sometimes I just go back and add little squigglies. Okay. Okay. So then I went through and everybody was giving me some sayings and everything, things that I things that I tend to say. For example, let it go, since I'm always saying that. Okay, so then I had things like, oh, I guess I could cheat. I'm gonna do do something creative every day. Every, it's hard to fit this in here, but I am. Okay, and then I have sayings that, some of these sayings that I had bought on stamps. So here's one. Oh, I'm going to put this in. Art is the voice of the heart. So let me see if I can fit that. Hopefully you can see this. Oh, big one. Breathe. Live life in color. These are all new ones. Okay. So these are stamps that I have. For example, I have little things on them, so I'm kind of cheating off those. Then I have things I'll live, laugh, love. So I'll do that one right here. Live. Okay. And let's see, what else do I have? Wish it, dream it, do it. That's on my other wall. What else? I'm used to looking up and going, okay, what else? Creativity, the more, this was the other one. Being creative is not a hobby, it's a way of life. But now I've used up all my large workspaces, but you kind of get the idea. So this was really, this was the page tonight, the gist of it. Sometimes I write within the stem, sometimes I write it outside the stem. So I'm going to do one more saying and then we're done for this. And then I will piece this together. I paint my dream. How about that? I paint my I paint my dreams. Okay. So that's pretty much what I did. And then what I was going to add to this, which I didn't, and I was going to, was I was going to come around here, but I kind of done it a little bit. I was going to kind of just come around and add a little bit of, sometimes I do that with a paint pen, it's easier. Okay. So this is a paint pen, and you can usually, okay, good. You can usually, boom, boom, boom. And then I'm going to come off of here and go. Okay, good. So I'm going to come. Okay, and let's see. So this is what I was going to add to tonight's oops, I should have added words right there, but that doesn't matter. Just kind of going around. Okay, so that, I mean, I'm pretty, I think I would add something here. Wish it. I'm going to add one more thing. Oh, there we go. Okay, so you get it? This is what I did tonight, live via Ustream. And it was a ton of fun, only we had total technical difficulties, and that's no fun. So this way I'm able to kind of share what I was able to do tonight. Okay, so this was the page, and I'm going to piece this video together, and this is going to be my YouTube video for tomorrow. But you can see this was the gist of my apron, and I'm going to come back to you in just a second and close this video. But here's my page. I thank you guys for joining me in my studio tonight and every Monday night. I will be off next week, but I'll be back the following week in October, and we'll get October kicked off. But in essence, I've done 2 pages tonight. This was the first one, and I just completed this one just to show you. And again, this was the concept that I had behind all the doodling on my apron. So I will piece this together. You'll get a full video. So Mixed Media Monday. This is Mixed Media Monday for September 23rd. Don't pay attention to that. It's probably not correct. And I thank you for joining my studio today and every single Monday. Thanks, guys. Bye.